We're at the 2025 Detroit Autorama. We just revealed this beautiful 1965 Mustang, but this Mustang's got a lot more than pretty looks and a very powerful engine and a great transmission, and it's got a personal story that goes back to day one. I want to introduce to you Roger and Diane Memmer and Matt Memmer, as well as Mike Kidd from TREMEC. Roger, this was originally something that your dad got in trade for some farmland. Do I have that right?
We were living on a farm, and the local Ford dealer needed a place to build his dealership. He approached my father about buying some land, ended up with a deal where Mustang was part of the deal. So for the land, and he built a dealership. He was there for many years. Then after we got done using it for about 8-9 years, we used to go on dates and got pushed into the barn and left and forgot for many years until our son and Mike and I guess indirectly Jerry got involved to save it. I never thought they'd save it, but they did.
And Mike and Matt, you guys came up with this idea. You want to talk a little bit about how this was hatched?
Yeah, so I mean, it was like I said, like 5 years ago, I teamed up with a group of guys. We started talking about how we could do a dream build with parts that were, from the aftermarket from SEMA members. And we did a couple builds. We unveiled them at SEMA in the TREMEC booth. And I was looking for the next big build. And Matt kept joking in the office, hey, we got a 1965 Mustang. And I said, no, you don't. You don't have one, And I kept saying he doesn't have it. And he's like, no, we really do. And so we went to his parents' barn, and his dad dragged it out of the barn, and I made a couple calls, and the guys were like, yeah, let's do it. We took the car away, and his dad thought we were just going to go get it running. Well, we got it running. So I don't think that they expected this, but yeah, it's been a great time.
And Roger, Dan, this was the first time you've seen the car then. It's been gone from the barn a little over 2 years. Probably starting to wonder, where the heck is my car, right? So when they pulled the covers off today and you saw it for the first time, what was your reaction?
Oh, just amazement. I thought it'd never come back to life, but it's amazing what they did.
It's beautiful.
And Diane, I saw you sitting behind it, feeling the steering wheel and the shifter. It looked like you were ready to take it for a drive.
I would love to take it for a drive. I love the dashboard, that it was the old dashboard. It's still the same. The old radio, even though there's a new radio, but the old radio's even a lighter in there that cars used to have.
Retained everything that made it a 65 Mustang, but everything else been brought into the modern age. And Matt, how do you feel being in the middle of this, being, working at TREMEC now, working with Mike, but also obviously seeing a car that you grew up with as a kid sitting in the barn?
Yeah, it's great because of the personal story and just seeing a car that I never really thought, after my grandparents had passed and the car kind of fell into it's never going to run. To see it come out like this is amazing, and to see all the partners that are willing to contribute and the amazing things happen. I mean, it's really a work of art. Jerry at Bonafide did an amazing job, and all the other 29 partners that contributed. Just an incredible effort to really see something like that come together, and something I never would have thought. Maybe we would have got it running at one point, but certainly would have had it looking like this. So it's amazing.
So for anyone who didn't get to see it at the Autorama, we are going to be doing a complete build series on it on the TREMEC-blog.com. You can also find it on TREMEC social media channels, Facebook and Instagram. And then it will be at various shows throughout 2025. So make sure you stop by the TREMEC booth at any show, see if the car is there, and have a look at it in person.